Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cadillac Driven. Yes, if you've seen the title, we got a heck of a deal for you guys to check out if you're going to be trading your car in this year. All right, you got to watch the video all the way through to the end to get all the info. But before we get started, I want to say welcome to Cadillac Driven. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel because we got more awesome content coming your way. And with that being said, let's go ahead, let's get started with this review. Right, you all, welcome back to Cadillac Driven. Let me tell you about this deal that I'm working on right now. I found out this information this week. Now, I've been talking to dealerships off and on for about the last 5, 6 months because I'm due to either buy my car or to go ahead and get another car, right? And so I checked out this information that I just got gathered, and I found out that my car is valued more than what I thought it was valued at. Now, when I last looked at my car on Kelly Blue Book, it was valued at about $36,000. My residual value on my car, because my car is a lease car, is $33,000 and some change. I got 33,000 miles on my car, right? It should be more, but I only have 33,000 miles on my car, which is great. Now, depending on the model you have, depending on the condition you have that's on your car, will depend on how much you're going to get for that car. All right. Now, I have a luxury model. So my car is valued at anywhere between 39 and $45,000. That's considering that my car is in great condition. All right. So if it's in poor condition, it's going to be less, but you're still going to come out with some money in your pocket if your car isn't outstanding so far as the condition, right? And you're going to go through, you're going to find out yourself. I'm going to show you how you're going to do this. And this is what's going on. Now, the used car sales are going through the roof, which is driving the value of those cars up. Now, because of the chip shortage, which is caused by the pandemic, which means that when the pandemic happened, a lot of the children, millions of children, had to do the online learning, right? Which means that parents had to buy computers. And so the people who make these chips for these computers had to make a lot of them, right? Now they're at a place where they're running short. And that's with anything. You buy out something long enough, like let's say trampolines, and everybody's buying them like they did last year. And now it's hard to produce as many. And that's what's taking place with these new cars because they don't have the chip for all the cars that they're manufacturing. They only are able to put them in a few because they're spreading these out. Now, the dealership don't have contracts like schools and other companies that sell these computers, so they have to wait. And so they get a little sprinkle of some chips here, some chips there. Maybe they'll get 3 cars in, another dealership will get 2 cars in, but they cannot get these cars in fast enough. So used cars are selling. So I went ahead and I checked my car out. I found out what my car possibly could be worth. So I'm ready to go check this out. Now, what I did was I went ahead and went online, went through the process of taking a look at what I need to do. I got an offer from CarMax, right, which was 3,000 over what my residual value is, which means that I can also still pocket some money. That's after I paid the fee, right, depending on if I go with the dealership I'm with, or if I go with another dealership, or if I'm going to sell this to a third party person. I can do that, but you need to check. What I did was I called GM and I asked GM, can I sell this to another third party, right? Another bank. And they told me yes. I read online because I was doing some research just to find out, how big this deal is. Now, there's one guy that said with Ford, I don't know what kind of car he have. I don't know if it's specific to whatever car, or maybe it's the contract that the guy signed, which says that he can't sell his car to a third party. He has to return his car in. Now, this is Ford. Now, you have to check it out for your own bank that you're financing your car through. Just call them and ask them before you go through the process of going from dealership to dealership, like I'm about to do. Because right now, I'm making a deal with my dealership to be able to sell my car to them. And they said that they would do it. So I don't have no price yet. We're going to wait till the other car comes in, and then we're going to sit down at the table and see what offer they give me to be able to make this deal. Now, if it gives me enough to put a down payment on a car without having to come out of my pocket, right? Because I want to get my car note down to what's comfortable for me, which is $500, which is what I'm paying for my Cadillac CT6. We want to keep it the same. That way I don't miss a beat, right? So I'm telling you guys, you got to check this out if you're in the market for a new car. You want to turn your car that you're financing in, you want to turn in your lease. And it depends on how much you own your lease. Again, you got to check out the contract and find out if you're able to do so. I'm done with my lease. I made my last payment, but that's not why they said I could sell it, because I think you could still sell that car to another third party person. Another bank can buy that car. They have pay off the residual value on the car, or what's left over on the car, right? And then whatever's left will go to you. So whatever you owe on those cars, that has to be paid out first, and whatever's left, whether it's $500, $1,000, $3,000, listen, it's extra money for you to either put down on a down payment, give some of that money to the wife, or just simply cushion your account. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go online. Let's take a look at the process of what you need to do in order to find out about your appraisal and see what offer CarMax is going to give you for your car. All right, you all, let's go ahead. Let's get started. This is going to be quick, fast, and painless. As I told you before, because of the chip issue, it is driving up the demand for used cars, and it is driving up the value price of that car, right? So the value of the used car prices are going up. So if you're in the market for selling your car, you want to get a new car, you want to get a new lease car, this is the opportunity. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Edmund.com right here. If you want to use the URL, you can. I'm using Google. If you use another website in order to go into the internet, you can use that as well. Just put in Edmund.com. Edmunds.com. I'm sorry, it's with an S. And then I'm going to hit enter. And then up at the top, you're going to see where it says appraise my car. And I'm going to click on that. And now it wants me to put in either my license plate, VIN number, year, make, and model of my car. Now, if you come down, it says by entering your VIN or license plate, you'll get a more accurate appraisal that may raise your car's value. Okay, and so I got my VIN number. It says see your car's value. Down at the bottom up under that, it kind of explains to you the process that you're going to go through. It says enter VIN, license plates, going to answer a few questions, and then you'll be able to see your appraisal. I'm going to click on see your car's value. Now, when we get here, it wants me to put in my zip code, make and model, and also the year of my car and the style. Once I'm finished, I click continue. Now it wants to know the exterior color of my car. Now yours is going to be different for whatever car that you put in. Mine's is a Cadillac, and these are the colors that they have. So mine's is a stellar black metallic. So I'm going to click on that. If I come down, it wants me to add additional equipment, and I click on all the boxes that pertain to my car. Once I'm finished, I click continue. Now, I want to know your car's condition, right? Is it outstanding? Is it clean? Is it average, rough, damage? Okay, so I'm going to put outstanding, and then I'm going to put in the mileage. You can't go any further until you put in the mileage. Okay, and now you're going to hit continue. And here's going to ask you, has your car been in an accident? Now, it's going to ask me questions like, has the vehicle ever been in an accident? How many fender benders? And you just answer the question that pertains to you all the way down: flood damage, mechanical issues, interior, exterior issues. And once you finish, go ahead and hit continue. And now it's going to calculate your appraisal. Now, CarMax is going to make you an offer, right? It says, we have something special for you. CarMax wants to buy your car and has made you an offer. See how your offer compares to Edmunds' appraisal and decide if it's right, if it's the right time to sell. All right. So Edmunds have one, and then of course CarMax have one. You could take either or, right? But CarMax, you can go right down. So let's check and see. CarMax wants to pay me $36,100 for my car. Now, I need to tell you, for my car, I have a lease car, so my residual on my lease car is 33,000 and some change. So I can stand to gain $3,000, which is awesome, which could be a down payment on a new car, or I could put this in the bank account, or I could just simply tell the missus, hey, I love you, go take care of you. Right now, it says you can save this offer by sending it to your email, which I have done already, and you can take this down to the dealership uh, when you get ready. You can schedule an appointment right now. You can go ahead and print the offer. You have an offer code down at the bottom. Also, this offer is valid until 6/18/2021. All right, it tells you how to redeem, what you need to do, schedule an appointment. Of course, bring your title, your keys, and all the remotes. And also, it's going to let you know where in the area you can go to find a CarMax. Okay, now you can also email yourself this offer, again, print and or text, right? So therefore you have it on your phone when you get to the dealership, and you can show them what you got off of Edmunds.com. All right, so if you're okay with that, 36,000 sounds pretty good, right? Because $500 extra is awesome, right? It helps out a little bit. But let's check out Edmunds, right? We come down. Now Edmunds has an appraisal, and it looks a lot better than what CarMax is offering already. Okay, now this is for the trade-in value. Now, if the car is rough, right, $32,175. Average is going to be 34,810. For clean, it's going to be $37,446. For outstanding, it's going to be $38,763, which is awesome, which means that I can stand to gain $5,000 for that down payment, or to cushion my bank account. All right, but don't go anywhere yet, because we're nowhere near done. All right, so here at the top where you see trade-in value, click that arrow, and then you're going to come here to where it says private party value, which means that you can go out and sell this to somebody else you know or you don't know. You could possibly get more money also for your car. But this here, you can show them and say, hey, this is the value of my car, and then you can wheel and deal on what you really want to sell the car for to that person. All right, so now coming down, it goes up. We're at 34,000 for rough, 36,000, almost 37,000 for average, and for clean it's 39,599, which is awesome. And for outstanding, it goes all the way up to almost 41,000, which is pretty nice, right? And so that means for me, being that my car I'm considering, hopefully again, it's outstanding, then I stand to gain like $7,000, right? Which is pretty decent. Now let's go ahead and let's check out dealer retail value, which I've never seen before. Kelly Blue Book doesn't show this, but let's go ahead. Let's click on it. Now clicking on this, now we go up to 35,000, almost 36,000 for rough. Average is going to be almost 39,000. That means it's almost $40,000 for average. That's not bad coming from the dealership. So if you're considering going to a dealership to get a car, then you may want to go ahead and bring this down to them and say, hey, I want to sell my car to you. This is the value. And then you get some extra money to put down on that new car, whether it be a lease car or a car that you finance. Now for clean, it's going to be 41,856. And for outstanding, you go all the way up to 43,324, which is awesome. Now they're going to probably try to will and deal on me, right? But I'm going to tell you, I'm not giving no more away other than, let's say, 2,000 if they want to wheel and deal on this offer, right? I'm not going any further because I want all that I can get for this down payment on this car, plus maybe some pocket money, right, to treat my wife out, to celebrate the new ride that we just got. So this is awesome, right? So now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and email this report to you, right? And it's going to show up. It's going to have all the information, the total breakdown, everything you need to take down to the dealership. Now this information is not for CarMax. This is for you to take to the dealership that you're going to go to, or the existing dealership that you have been dealing with, okay? And or the private party, if you want to sell it to somebody else on your own, you could do that, or you just simply do the trade-in. So that's going to be up to you guys. All right, but tell me what you think. Are you going to consider going down and giving this a shot, considering the times? Because this may not last long. I think this has been going on since about January. So we don't know when this is going to subside, but the demand is pretty much still high for used cars right now because we are still having an issue with the chips. All right, you all, that's going to be it. Listen, hit me in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're going to go try this, if you're going to go sell your car to try to get some extra cash to put down on a new one, or to go ahead and cushion your bank account. All right, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to Cadillac Driven, subscribe. We got more content coming. We got more tips coming. And welcome again to Cadillac Driven. See you at the next one.